What's up, everybody? Good evening. Welcome in to another episode of Teaching Trek. My name is UltimatDJz. I'm your host, and yes, it is the day after Halloween, but I decided that I was going to stick with you and keep my Halloween costume on tonight, all right? Because it was too good of a costume to just let go after just one day, right? Just one video. I kind of had to keep it going, so I decided that I was just going to stick with the Halloween costume, if that's all right with you, Karkin. All right, that's what I wanted to do. Good evening. Welcome in to the YouTube chatters tonight. What's up, Casey, Yusuke, Matt, hanging out over there. The HMS Wayfair, thank you. Scott, Stony Dude, Neo is hanging out. Zach, DK, Scott, Dekix, what's up? How you doing? Good evening, Jeremy. Also over here in our Discord, where we've got 100 studio members, inviting you guys to check out on the YouTube stream as well. What's up, William, Doug, David? Good evening. Good evening, and welcome to our panel of guests here tonight. Bubba Joe is on the stage, Looter from the Kelvin Memorial Archive, Royal Power, Karkin, and of course, Steven Zarin, who never sleeps. Good evening and welcome to all you guys. How you doing? Welcome. Empty
I'm
Calories.
at work at the moment. So
oh, are you doing work? Empty Calories says, I'm watching YouTube and there's only about a 1 second delay. Well, that's good because it's usually worse than that. So I'm going to go with that. Yay, only 1 second. All right. Ladies and gents, let's waste no time and hop right into the game. I promised you breaking news tonight. That's actually what I said, Karkin, right? In the announcements, I said
I did read that. I was like, wow, breaking news. Free
megacube directives for all, breaking news. And you know what? It's crazy because we've been studying this mechanic for 60 days, and somehow I missed it. As a matter of fact, you know what? I need to – yeah, that's right. Caution is the one. You know what? I should send him a quick message real quick. Because he was the one that PM'd me about this today, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa, hey, buddy, we're live. Let's go. Join the Discord voice so we can
Now,
talk.
It does take a little bit of an investment to get that started, which is probably why
it does. You know, but here's the thing, Bubba. When we talked, even after the August run, and then we talked again on the show just yesterday, we said one of the things that was missing from our request list was free runs at the Megacube. And we even said, Bubba, that it would be nice to be able to do this even every 2 or 3 months, right? That's what we said. It would be nice for players to have an opportunity at the Megacube. Meanwhile, now in hindsight, it feels like Scopely may have been sitting back and just having a good, nice little giggle at my expense, right, Bubba Joe?
You're like, it's right there.
Maybe.
Right there.
Maybe. So
Maybe.
I'll be fair. So I went back and looked, and I was thinking, why didn't we think about this? Why didn't we talk about this? And part of it is like I explained to you before. But realistically, when I look at, the pack to get mega directives, right? Or
was
to
it a
get
guarantee that it was coming back last time? Like where we were.
Well, there wasn't that either. But
I
I'm
also
looking
remember.
at.
Now I remember. On the tag, it says that this ticket will disappear. That's why I wasn't going to hold on to anything. So I was like, oh, this is you know what I mean?
That's right.
But
you did bring that up on the show, but I also said at that point, because I
that
went
was
back
just
and listened.
writing from the old new, yeah.
Yes.
But that's for me right from the beginning, why it never got in my head to try and save that.
I told you that it would be coming back. Now, Bubba, go ahead and continue on with your point there.
All right, I interrupted.
That's okay. But when I was calculating the cost to run an Armada, I was assuming that I was getting the free one anyway. And it didn't even occur to me that this was a mechanic people could use to month after month be able to run a Megacube. So I'm really glad someone pointed it out because it's a nice mechanic, assuming they continue to run this day 3 event to run a Megacube, get a Megacube reward. I think that's an excellent idea. I think it's an excellent reward. I was just calculating into my return on my investment to do megas in the first place. It's like I do one, I do an extra one.
Why is my cat mouth moving? I see that. That's weird. Matt says, why is your cat talking with other people's voices? And I look over at the video, and it for sure is. When Bubba's talking, the cat's mouth is moving. What is happening? What's happening? Strange indeed. Yes. Okay. Kind of freaking me out a little bit. Listen, if it keeps doing that, I'm going to turn it off. Like legit. If it keeps doing that, it's freaking me out right now. I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, it's possessed by a spirit of Halloween. All right, folks. Here's what we're going to do. before the show began, and we're gonna jump right in because I don't want a ton of fluff in here tonight. I want this to be a good, informative video right from the start. Before we began the show, I did something terrible, and I do not recommend that anybody do it. But we've been talking about the packs, right, Bubba Joe? And we said, listen, if you were going to buy a pack, what would you buy? If your ACC is 39 or higher, you should buy the MEGACUBE pack. And if your ACC is 38 and down, you should be buying the Borg Armada Ultra pack because that is indicative of the type of directives, or the type of Borg Madas that you should be running. And I further said, do not buy directives with event store loot. All right. Now, primarily what I meant was do not buy these directives with event store loot. The ones that cost $3,000 to get you one uncommon. I said, listen, you're not going to need that to do the event. And that is still true. I still maintain that that is not necessary, okay? You do not need to buy these with event store loot. As a matter of fact, I still maintain it's a bad idea. But shout out to Caution. And I don't think he's here just yet, but when he does arrive, Karkin, let's get him on the stage, okay? Oh, Caution's already here. Listen, buddy, if you get a chance, come on up to the stage. This is your mechanic. I hereby dub this the Caution mechanic, okay? Or if somebody has a better idea, we'll go with that. All right, I didn't want to call it a maneuver. Because this is truly actually a mechanic of this event that somehow we have missed for 60 days. We saw it the first time. We did not recognize it. We saw it this time and in our show yesterday. Even when we're talking about the things that Scopely has done right with this event, I still missed it. And Caution sends me this message this morning. Allow me to read it to you if I may. Caution sends me the message, says, hey, I'd like to read to you an observation. Caution, welcome to the stage. Listen, turn yourself off mute. Maybe I'll even have you read it. It's your news. You are the famous now Star Trek Fleet Command commander who recognized something that Bubba missed, that DJz missed, that Stevens, Aaron, and Karkin and Big Country all missed. You recognized and said, hey, guys, there is legitimately a free MEGACUBE pass every single time this event runs, and it's already there. Like, that's what you said. You said it's already here.
If you're willing to pay for the gas to get it started.
If you're willing to take the upfront investment. That's right. Now, Caution is trying to get into the voice right now. I don't know. Someone's going to have to help him out. Karkin, check and see if he's server muted. Stevens, Aaron.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
I can't do it from the stage. I don't know how to do it. Stevens, Aaron, help me out. Here's what he writes. He says, hey, wanted to reach out with an observation. Shouldn't the free-to-play community possibly save their loot store, their event store currency, to be able to build up to 10 MEGACUBE directives? Once they have 10, they will, in sense, get a free MEGACUBE every single time this event runs. For example, I am currently at about 28,000 event store loot. I will save it all. That gets me 7 MEGACUBE directives. Next time the event runs, I'll be able to get the 3 remaining. Then I will be able to run a MEGACUBE. And in doing so, I will satisfy this event. Take a look at your screen, everybody. I will satisfy this event, which simply says, spend 10 MEGACUBE directives, score 100 points. You see it's a single milestone event worth 100 points, and I get 10 MEGACUBE directives back. Now, funny enough, Bubba, we actually had a lot of players during the last run in August say, well, that's weird. Spend 10, get 10. What's the point? We missed it. We missed the point, Bubba. The point was, if you spend the 10 MEGACUBes right here, you're going to get 10 more. When should we spend it, Caution? Are you on our stage? Do we have you in voice? I see your audio light, but I don't hear you. Do we have you? Stevens, Aaron, help him out, man, please. I don't know what's going on, Caution. I don't have your voice there, but I'd like to get you back in, all right? Bubba Joe, if I'm going to spend 10 MEGACUBE directives, and then I'm going to win 10, when should I spend these free 10? Should I go ahead and blow them this time and get 2 runs?
No.
Why shouldn't I?
Because if you save them for the next time this event runs, you can satisfy this event again without having to earn any more MEGACUBE directives to get 10 more.
Now, is one MEGACUBE run doesn't completely satisfy it, right?
It does.
You'd still need.
No, it does.
It does. I
was doing the math today. I thought it was a little short.
You're talking about the wrong event, Karkin. So keep up.
Really?
Keep up. We're talking megacube.
The solo, right?
Megacube directive bonus, folks. Megacube directive bonus. Spend 10 megacube directives. Get 10.
That'll cover that one, but it's not going to cover your solo. When you do your
Karkin, slow down, son. I'm going to mute you. Slow down. You're way ahead of yourself, all right? It's simple. It's super simple. You spend 10, you get 10. When do you spend the next 10? Just like Bubba says, you wait till the next run of the event. Spend these 10 in the next run of the event. And what's going to happen, Bubba Joe? If I spend these 10, if I spend these 10 next time it runs, do I have to buy more megacube directives next run?
No,
because I've got 10. I've got 10 right here. And I don't have to kill it. I just have to spend it. All right? So for players who said, well, what if we can't kill the megacube? It's okay. It's okay. This is a perpetuating, endless loop. Okay? You get the 10. You spend the 10, then you're going to get another 10 that you can spend in the next run. Now, Scott, excellent question. You say, what's the point of that? I'm going to tell you what the point is. We have successfully identified that this event is all about active nanoprobes, correct? That's what we have discovered. This event is all about the active nanoprobes. When we go, and we're going to do one here in just a minute, all right? I'm trying to coordinate with my team. I hope that they are close to listening. Or standing by. When we do a megacube armada, all right? When we do a megacube armada, this is what we get from the armada: 7,000 active nanoprobes. Except if I'm running an ACC of 39 or higher, my plan is that me and my team are going to run with 5, 6, and something. Right? That's been the suggested crew: 5, 6, and something. All right. So if I am running with 5 and everybody is running with 5, then this amount is not only going to get split up amongst your team, but you're going to get your loot bonus from this as well. We have done a bunch of math on this today and expect that you as a player are probably going to pull in somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 active nanoprobes just as a participant. Just as a participant, you're going to get between 1 and 2,000 here. But as a leader, as the starter, if you're able to take this target out, you're going to get a loot chest. And we're going to show it to you here on the screen. I've already told you what it is. The loot chest is 33,000 active nanoprobes. Now, it doesn't just stop there, Bubba Joe. Let's presume that you do get to one-shot this. And here's what we're going to do. Hey, team. Let's begin our demonstration. I'm chatting. I can't type and not talk. It's weird. Here, I'm going to try to keep my mouth closed. Let's begin our demonstration. Nope. See? Yeah. 41.
You do you,
down.
DJ. You do you.
Please run 5, 6, something. Our normal Borg Mata crew setup. Please make sure that one person brings a 9 full synergy crew. Please keep this to Ops 41. Oops. 41 and down. Who is bringing 9? So we're going to start this. It's a 15-minute timer. I'm going to go ahead and start. Now, can somebody tell me very quickly which target should I be going after? Let's see if we can refresh the class. Is it a megacube disruptor, a tractor beam, or a photon cannon? Which one should we be going with?
Disruptor.
A disruptor. Okay, let's double check and make sure. Let's scan this little puppy. We're going to check our info screen, and we're going to come down here, and it is especially powerful against the Explorer. So we are not an Explorer. We are an Interceptor. So the disruptor is completely cool and ready to go. Let's start this. Oh, I haven't. Okay, so I bought the loot. Let me come. I forgot to do this part in my prep. So what I was joking about earlier, Bubba, is that we talked about what packs you should be buying. I did a middle of the road. And by the way, do as I say, not as I do. If you're going to spend on directives, it should be one of these 2 packs. What I did tonight was I bought war funds because I want to buy some of each of these to be able to show off for you tonight. So I'm going to go into the event store, and I am indeed going to come over here, and I'm going to make myself gag, and I'm going to buy Oh, my gosh. I have to click this 10 times? Misery. Hey, Scopely, how about a 10 chest button here, please? Can we do that? That'd be great. All right, there's 3. Should have done this in show prep. 4, 5, 6. Yes, it's for science. All right, this was not the most efficient spend of my money. 7. This was not the most efficient spend of my money, but I'm doing it so that I can show you for science. All right, so don't actually buy a pack for loot and do this. That would be a bad idea. Okay, there should be 10. Let's come back out here and let's start up this disruptor. I do indeed have 10. Now, here's what's going to happen, folks. I'm going to spend this 10, and immediately I'm going to satisfy the heroic event, all right? My milestone is going to be completed. I'm going to come up here, claim my reward, and there are 10 more mega directives for the next run of this event. The next run, all right? So I'm going to put those away, and I'm going to save them. Now, what I want to demonstrate here for you now is what we've been talking about with proper crew. All right. I am going to do this megacube one first because obviously I had to spend the directives. But once we finish this with this one, I'm going to buy some normal directives, and we're going to go up and we're actually going to show off some testing with the loot crew that was presented on our last show. So we're going to try to run some Jordy and some 5 of 10 and some Beverly on. We're going to do an uncommon, we'll do a rare, and we'll do an epic. Okay. So that's how we're going to do it. Now we've got a 15-minute timer, so guys on air can't call crew. Please make sure someone has 9 full synergy. Everyone else on 5, 6 something. I have Lorca.
Hey, DJ.
Yes.
So one important thing about getting as many people knowing about this, buy one, get one free pattern is the fact that with your alliance mates, even if you struggle to kill a mega cube, the fact is, if you play with your alliance mates, you have a multiple try barrage set up.
Absolutely.
With all those people amongst those group. So it's like a built-in, let's all try a mega cube this time.
Absolutely. And that's one of the beautiful pieces of this. If you have, let's say that you are an ACC of 38 and down. 38 and down, and you've only got 5 people that can run with you. Well, if your alliance adopts this mentality, all right, if your alliance adopts this mentality, then you've got 5 runs. Now, obviously, you want to try to beat it, because whoever does get to beat it, all right, is going to get the leader's chest, and that's what I want to demonstrate. Hopefully, me and my team are going to one-shot this, all right? And if we one-shot this, then I'll be able to show you the leader chest. I'll also be able to show you what I am going to get from the Armada. Now, my 5 of 10 is more developed than a lot of other players. Taking a look at my 5 of 10 here, I'm getting an 80% drop. She is at tier 4 for me. All right, so tier 4 going to be an 80% drop. I expect that I'm probably going to pick up here probably north of 1,500 actives. All right, 1,500 actives plus my 33,000 starter chest, but that's only with 1 megacube. Now, if I bring 5 of my friends along, if we've got a 6-man team, and let's presume that we can one-shot it just for a moment, that means that's 6 megacubes that me and my select team will be able to take out. So if I'm going to collect 1,500 active nanoprobes just from the Armada, I'm going to multiply that by 6. There's 9,000 plus the 33 from my start, and that's 42, and that's at a minimum. All right? That's at a minimum, okay? Now, Andy says, if I don't one-shot this, I'm going to get laughed at because of the tests that have happened before. Actually, listen, it's possible that I don't. I have specifically requested 41 and down. All right? I've specifically requested 41 and down because I don't want this test to be skewed by a level 52, right, Bubba? I want someone of my own power coming in. Plus, not only that, but that should result in an equal distribution of the loot from the Armada. It should. All right? If everyone's 39 to 41, then our Vidars should be pretty close to the same power. So we'll see what happens there, okay? Now, back to the investment mechanic while we're waiting 11 more minutes for this. The investment mechanic is simple, all right? And a lot of players are having a little bit of struggle with this. Let's pretend that you have 0. You just saw that I bought 10, all right? And it is limit 10. But let's pretend for a second that you had 1 or 3 or 5. Maybe you had something from last year. Who knows? Maybe you've got a couple, All right. Perhaps you don't have a full 10. That's okay. You can supplement with event store loot. Now, if you had 0, you saw that I would have had to have spent 37,500 event store loot. Ooh, DJ, you're not going to get that much out of one run. Probably. I mean, Big Country said even on the last show, Bubba, right? He said that he maxed out the events, and what did he get? He won first place and everything, and he only got 36,000 loot. This is going to require a buy-in, all right? You need to delay, if you will, a couple of shards here. You need to delay your ultras or your independent credits in cases of Big Country and Bubba Joe. You must delay the purchase of your Mega Borg Cube avatar. Okay? You're gonna have to hold off. All right? Don't buy it this time. All right? Because if you buy into these right here, then it's a never-ending cycle. If I get these Megacube directives here and now for this event, then they will never stop coming as long as I spend them properly. Right, Caution? Do we have you on the stage?
Hey, can you hear me, DJs?
Hey, we got you. We got you. Caution, let me ask you, man. What clicked in your head? What clicked in your head that you saw this when nobody else did?
Honestly, I like to be analytical of things, and I decided to actually try to play this out and what's going to be spending, or what can I invest the most in to get the best return. And then I just started looking at, well, crap, if I spend directives, I get directives, and all of a sudden, like, if you hoard it for a week, I get the next event, and it will work out so I can run a whole other one.
This cat's wearing me out over here. I got to turn it off. It's got to be my Halloween costume. It must be the Halloween costume. It's messing with me, Karkin. I can't keep it up there. Sorry, guys. You're not going to get a look at my Halloween costume much. It was in the first few minutes of the video. It's kind of got its own little
His wizard cat ghost just cast an invisibility.
Its own little spirit thing going on, and woof, okay? So, now listen, I am seeing in the YouTube chat, Simpleva says, I don't know how people haven't seen this. I've been doing it since the first event came out. Well, this is only the second run. We're still learning. We're still learning about this particular mechanic.
When I was deciding on what to purchase for my rewards last time, I didn't buy that and save it because it said it disappears after the event. It does specify the name of the event, which does not match this event. That was like the first event. So that's... Well, I'll blame the tooltip.
Okay, and that's fine. Maybe some people fell prey to that. But here's the thing. It didn't disappear. It hasn't disappeared since April. It hasn't disappeared since May of 2020. It's not disappeared.
No, the ones that you have in your inventory. I've never held a Megacube in there for more than the period of the event, so I didn't know if they would hold through.
Gotcha. Well, now here's the thing. Now let's take a look. Karkin brought up something interesting at the beginning while we're still waiting. How much time do we have left? We've got 7 minutes. Is my team all present? Oof, I've only got 4. Do we have 2 more coming?
Guard them in. They get an extra 1% damage.
Are here. All right. Now, let's look at this SMS. Now, I've already done mine today, but let's take a look at this quick SMS here. Now, somebody did point out, and I did incorrectly state this in an announcement earlier today, but caution, I was trying to get your information out as quickly as possible because you know what? Crazy people haven't seen this. Obviously, a few people did. Adam says, gosh, I wish I saw this. I wish I'd messaged you. I would have been the famous one. We would have called it the Brady maneuver, okay? We would have called it the Brady mechanic, all right?
No, it doesn't sound as good.
It doesn't sound as good. I like the caution one better. Besides, we're not deflating the cube. We're actually exploding it. Anyway, listen. Let's look at this real quick, all right? I did say that it was going to automatically complete your event. Well, not entirely true. It will, of course, automatically complete this event. Then you get the 10 Megacube directives that you're going to save for the next run, all right? However, players were correct in correcting me when I said that it would auto-complete this. It actually doesn't, all right? But maybe it could.
Comes up just short 170, I think I did my math.
That's right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to come in. Let's pretend that we're going to kill it. Hopefully we're going to kill it. We're going to kill it. That's going to give us 120 points, but I was also the leader. So I'm going to get credit right here for spending. Spend 10, get 50. So 50 plus 120 is going to give me 170 points. All right, 170 points just by me starting this one. Now, if we follow the mechanic, if I get my team on board, then everybody in my 6-man alliance should have a megacube run, right? So if I run this again, if my teammate then starts a megacube to get his points, and then we destroy the second one, well, I'll get another 120 points and I'm done. Now, what have I not done here? In this scenario, if I was just starting the event right here, right now, what have I not done? I've started a megacube. We're going to pretend, hopefully, and I'll be able to show you here.
Well, if this is still fresh, you haven't done any of the ones that they've given you or the ones that you've won in previous events coming up to this.
Correct. Well, let's pretend that I'm just now learning about this mechanic like I did from Caution, and I have 4 Borg modded directives that I have not used yet. All right, I've got 4 that I haven't used yet. So if I complete this event with the Mega Cube, Bubba Joe, I've got 4 directives that I get to bank or spend if I want. I might bank them because what
save them up to do an epic later once it's
save them up to do an epic. I'm going to save them up to do an epic. All right. I do see a 52. He's not joined in. We take a look. I do have a 43 there, but I am running out of time, and you do need 6 players. So our test might end up getting skewed, but Base Hunter's on the way. All right, Base Hunter is coming, and we'll have everybody in there. Hopefully, maybe I'll get one other player to pop in who's not a 43, but we shall see. It looks like most of my players are... Base Hunter's not going to make it. Can someone make the 6th spot?
Base Hunter.
And
can't he summon up there? He can reach. Where's his disco?
And DJ, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't this event one of the first ones where 2 of 10 was available in any type of event store?
2 of 10 was available and still is. All right. Now, here's the sacrifice. Maybe you want 2 of 10. Maybe you're really close to getting him unlocked or getting him tiered. All right. Maybe, like in the last run, I actually did invest in my 5 of 10. You can see I've barely picked up any shards since 60 days ago. All right. I tiered her up. I got the exact number of shards I needed. I tiered up my 5 of 10. Now I'm working on 1,000 shards, Bubba. Gag.
Yeah, you've only got 39 there?
I got 39 towards
that's
tier 5.
Ultras that have been doing that?
Yeah, the Ultras did it because I actually won my SLB the other day, the recruiting SLB. So I did. I spent some Ultras there to do that. But
not all of them. Huh.
I am not going to tell you what I did to win my SLB the other day. I had to dig deep. Like, someone was chasing me, and we kept going until the end, like the last seconds. I barely won, but whew, I ain't going to tell you what I had to do. But I'll, you know what? If I dug myself into a hole, I already told you that Ultras are not going to be a mechanic this coming arc. But if they change their mind, and they did, I'd either make it back or I'd buy. I mean, I'm prepared to buy since I did what I did. I dug myself into a hole. So I'd have to be prepared to spend. Go ahead, Blue.
Imagine if you hadn't maxed your 6 yet. You could have spent all that XP and won it very easily.
I know. I could have done that. All right, so we've got 40s. Look, Frenzy's coming in. All right, let's star our people. Oop, not the 43. Sorry, you got
more extra 1% damage.
Sorry, I got to bump you, man. Just for science. Just for science. And again, look
Unless
here.
He's the 9. He's not the 9, is he?
Let's make sure. Here, let's scan everybody. Let's make sure. All right, there's a 5-6 Gorkon. Very good. Let's check over here to our 41. There's our 9, okay? I've got my 9 with full synergy, a 9-7-5. Excellent crew. Excellent crew for a sacrificial lamb. So we've got our 9 covered. Let's just check everybody else, make sure everybody else is running. There's a 5-6-7. Not ideal there, Base Hunter, but okay, it's not a big deal. The 7 is not going to do anything for you there, but that's all right. At least we've got the 5 and the 6. That's what's important. Ooh, I like this one. Well, you know what? I take that back. I don't know if I like that. This is overkill. I got 5 and 6.
Extra mitigation.
Yeah,
there.
Too much mitigation there.
As
Okay.
useful as 7 of 10.
Yep. Yeah, that spot is not the ideal use of that officer slot. Let's check Mando out here.
unless it's like the babiest of Vidars.
Well, no, this Vidar looks like it is tier 9 maxed out, so that's not the best use of that slot right there either. But that's okay. You know what? That means we got 2 Vidars that are not running a third crew slot, essentially, is what that means. And Big Country and I have demonstrated that we ran a megacube last time with 5-6 nobody. 5-6 nobody, so it was not a big deal. All right, let me star my last guy.
In essence, they're just maxing out their mid past. Like, they're
yeah,
definitely
but
at
a 5-6 is going to max your mitigation anyway. 5-6 is going to max it anyway, okay? Now, that's right. Caution, listen, this is the caution mechanic. I'm not calling it anything else. A lot of people said, well, I saw this. Well, then shame on you for not sharing with the community, because look what's happened here, Caution. Your message, I posted it out on 297 Discords today. By the way, I didn't even take credit for it, Caution. I snapshotted your message.
I saw that. I appreciate
I
that.
shared it with everybody. All right, are we going to win? Oh, no. Oh, we got it. Woo! That was close. That scared me. Usually when a battle goes on.
How many people died?
Let's check the battle log, everybody. So we were successful. I am very quickly going to show you. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Haul for days. We had one person die.
Yeah.
One person die, and you know what? Probably just because the Megacube picked on this player. But look at the haul of everybody
it hit
else.
The round 5 or something? The blow-up round?
We'll find
That
out.
instant kill round, probably.
We'll find out. But look, nobody, even our sacrificial lamb did not die, okay? All the hull left. And, guys, this was 39s and down, okay? Or 41s and down. Go ahead, Blue.
Earlier today, we killed a disruptor with an Ops 33 host with their 486,000 Vidar. We had there was a level 50 in there, but the only survivors were the level 50 and me, the Ops 39. But we beat it.
Yeah, and again, obviously beating it is the end game, obviously. We'll take a look at the starter chest. Now, you can see we did use smaller crew. I did not want to throw level 50s in here because I wanted to demonstrate that it is possible. And you take a look at how much hull is left here, guys. All right? We handled that. We handled business. If you've got a max Vidar, golly. You guys can see right here. Look at how much hull is left here on all these guys. We lost one player, probably just because he got hammered on. Let's take a look at Frenzied Ghost here in the battle log. Right here's 4 shots. Hit hit Ghost. All right, let's find out. 4 shots went to Mando. Here's the big part of round 1. Dragon and me. So 4 of us took a shot. Mando took a second shot. Base Hunter took a shot. I took another one. Here's Frenzy. Frenzy got beat up in round 2. Look at there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots. He got hammered in the second round. Okay, got hammered in the second round. So that makes sense. He got picked on, but it helped save everybody else's rear end. Okay, 4 rounds, and we can even show a little bit of mitigation here if you'd like. Let's take a look at. I would like to show you a crit. Let's see. Here we go. Not a big one. All right, not the biggest one, but
big crit.
I ran Lorca so that we could try to get some big crits.
Was Hull Breach up during that?
Hull Breach is here. There's a nice crit of 11 million. Mando at 15 million. Who knows if that was a crit. I thought they fixed this battle log thing. I guess not. Let's see.
If it's 15, it's a crit.
It was definitely a crit. So now what I wanted to also display, let's take a look at, say, one of my shots here in round 3. What I want to display to you is how effective 6 of 10 is this early. Somebody said, well, it's too early. It's too
Doesn't
early.
stack enough, yeah.
All right, let's take a look. This Megacube only mitigated 874,000 of my 4629108. Folks, in round 2, 6 of 10 forced the Megacube's mitigation down to 18%.
What was it in round 1?
2. In round 2, all right? Let's take a look at round 1. Was that round 3 that I just did? Maybe it was. That was round 3. Let's check it here in round 2 very quickly. Round 2, here we go. Let's see what it was. 971,666 divided by 4347. 22% in round 2. All right, let's check it out here in
around.
round 1, 2, 4. Oh, no. He needed time to build up. Look here. It mitigated almost 55% in round 1. Folks, that is the
That's
effectiveness.
the first shot, right? That's your first shot.
I don't know.
55. So you haven't started anything in that. This is your first attack.
Yeah, this was my very first one.
So after your first one, it went down to 22. So one shot brought the difference, like 22% difference.
Pretty big, right?
That's huge.
Pretty daggone big, guys. I dropped the Armada almost 30% mitigation in one round. Joel says, what crews are you running? Well, here's what we ran. All right, we ran one sacrificial lamb with a 975. You have to have this crew, because look here, folks. What did not happen? I'm going to scroll through very closely. What did
9
not
needs
happen?
full synergy. Regardless of however you set it up, 9 needs full synergy.
Well, and I'm going to suggest that you run 9 with 5 if you got her, because then you're
Agreed,
going to
because then at least he's getting the bonus loot. Yeah.
You got it. Karkin, are you drunk tonight?
No, why?
I was just curious. All right, just checking. All right, what do you guys not see here? Bubba Joe, I'm scrolling through the battle log. What have we yet to see?
A crit.
Thank you, Bubba. I'm teasing you, Karkin. I'm just messing with you. No crits, guys.
He was taking too long to answer.
I just found the unmute button.
Maybe you're not drunk. Maybe you're not drunk. Karkin, are you on meth tonight?
No.
Are you consuming speed?
Courses through my veins, but you should see me. I'm squatting in front of my big screen TV, looking the YouTube at your screen. I'm like really into this. I'm like,
ooh. Now, DJ, can you compare another player with an underdeveloped 6 of 10?
Absolutely. Let's take a look. So again, and Captain Planet's just to answer, my crew only works with a max 6. Absolutely not. Now my effect is amplified, but that's why Caution is asking, can we look at an underdeveloped 6 of 10? So let's take a look here. Let's see where Mando's is. Mando's is at 20%. That's tier 1, right? Is that a tier 1 or tier 2?
That should be tier 3.
Is that tier 3? Okay. Well, that's okay. Let's look at a tier 3. This is right here. This was Mando. Let's come in and take a look.
It also depends on if it's underdeck. He might have a crappy no attack or something.
Possibly. We'll take a look. And you know what? Here, let's ask Mando very quickly. Mando, how many attack stat points are on your ship? All right, we're going to ask him, and we're going to come back. All right, we're going to come back and ask. Now, very quickly, let me come back to this battle log. I want to take a look at something for Caution here. He deserves all the time in the world. This was the Caution mechanic. All right, we're going to take a look at Mando here, and we're going to find out what his attack stat boost is here in just a moment. Let me come back up and find one of Mando's shots. Here we go. Mando right here. You know what? Not wildly off. Not wildly off. I was at 55% in round 1. Mando is at 50. He beat me. He's at 54.9%. All right, which actually probably means he might be running more attack stat than I am, Caution. All right, in round 1 with one shot, that means that he's probably edged me in attack. Let's come down. His was tier 3, we said. Let's take a look at round 2. See where Mando is in round 2. All right, here we go. 1215 912. See, now I can already see here, this is the difference in the tier. He got it down to 28%. I got it down to 22%. All right? But still, folks, there you go, Captain Planet. A tier 3, all right, a tier 3 6 of 10.
What's his base level research? Does his interceptor research maybe just higher than yours, lower, or like where's he at there?
I got
piercing.
I mean, there's 38 researches we could look at.
Right, and that's what I mean. That may be covering the variance right at the beginning.
And it could
that first one should just be.
It could be. I'll tell you this: interceptor research, Bubba Joe, has not been a wild focus of mine because I'm running an auger and I'm running an enterprise. So I haven't spent a great deal of time or energy on interceptor research until I get closer to getting my pylon. And then I'm going to ramp that up. But I haven't spent a great deal of research on this, all right? Let's take a look at round 3 very quickly and see how Mando did. Mando right here obviously threw a crit, 3483577, divided by 15798 Folks, down to 22%. I had the megacube at 22 in round 2. He got there in round 3, and that's with a tier 3 6 of 10. All right? Joel says, is 9 better than Pike Moreau Gala to make crits hit for 0. Oh, absolutely, Joel. Absolutely. All right. 9 was invented for this. Not only that, but you can run 5 on the side and still get your loot bonus. Okay? Abso-freaking-lutely. No
You need to use
Moreau
too many
Gala.
people up with Pike Moreau Gala. Even if you use 2 people, then that's that much damage not hitting the Armada. It changes everything.
All right, absolutely. 9 plus full synergy was created for this. Now, very quickly, let's show you what I got from the loot. Actually, a little bit better than I expected, Bubba Joe. I was expecting between 1,500 and 2,000. 1,500, 2,000, I ended up with 2,190. All right, let me claim my mega chest, and now you can see, voila, 33,000. So right there, off one start, I picked up 35,000 active nanos. All right. Now, including if I did this 5 more times with my team because everybody has a start, all right, then I'm going to pick up, let's say, roughly 2,000 more. 5 more times, it's 10,000. I'm going to be at 45,000 actives. 45,000 actives by the time me and this group of 5 other players finish with our starts. All right. Now, again, we come back to the beginning when we talk about your buy-in. Yes, it's going to delay you from one of these other prizes this time and maybe partially next time, just a little bit. But, folks, it never ends. And that was one thing that a player mentioned to me, Bubba. He said, hey, Mando's here. Let's bring him up to the stage. Bring him on up, Mando. Welcome to the stage of Teaching Trek live on the YouTubes tonight. Thank you. Get yourself situated in voice, and I'll come to you here in just a second. Bubba, one player mentioned to me today, why would I want to spend all my loot on this? I don't want to spend all my loot on, and I've said it. Hell, I've said it, Bubba Joe. I don't want to spend my rewards on participation, except.
You got to get the perpetual motion machine going.
Oh, gosh, there is. There's, what were we just talking about the other night, Bubba? In space, inertia, right? We were talking about inertia. Bubba Joe, explain to me.
Astrophysics portion of the podcast.
That's right. We were talking astrophysics with UltimatDJz. Folks, here's the crazy thing. Once you do this one time, you're done paying for it forever. Buy in one time. And Bubba Joe, the next time that this event runs, you're not spending any more loot on Megacube directives if you finish it off this time. You're not spending any more loot. Next time, you can do whatever else you want. Officer shards, independent credits, ultras if you want to. All right? The time after that, Bubba, do I have to buy more Megacube directives on the 3rd run?
Nope.
What about the 4th?
Nope.
You're messing with me now. How about the 5th?
You do not need to buy more Megacube directives until Scopely changes this event.
So that means every single time that this event runs, my investment gets stronger return, right? Every single time this event runs,
Correct.
I'm getting more and more value out of that initial 37,000 loot spend, correct? And for some of you, it's not even going to be 37,000. I talked to a ton of players today, Bubba, that have no idea where they got partials. One player in my alliance is like, I have no idea. I've got 9. How did I get 9? He doesn't know where he got 9 from. He was like, I've got 9. So he said, well, golly, this is a no-brainer. He spent 3,750 loot to buy into this mechanic, Bubba Joe. I mean,
so let's talk about what are you getting above and beyond a start, right? So you can start a Megacube Armada. So you're going to get 45,000 active nanoprobes. That's great.
If you win.
But what else are you putting yourself in a position to do?
Get a pack's worth of active nanoprobes.
Well,
you're getting the pack's worth of active nanoprobes, but look at the events for today.
Well, okay, give me 1 second. I want to show.
Event completion.
I want to
points
show
towards Alliance event.
Where was this? Is it not up? It might have disappeared. It disappeared, Bubba. They took down the active nanoprobe pack. Guys, it was 36,000 active nanos for $100. That's what it was. Okay? And I just picked up 45 with free event store loot. Now, to Bubba Joe's point, let's take a look at the events. All right? Let's take a look at the events. What did I get in this one? I got event store loot. Oh, is this what you're talking about? Is this what you're talking about, Bubba Joe? The Borg
so
recruit token.
you're going to almost complete this event. So you only have to basically, you start one, you defeat it, and then you participate in another. You're going to complete this event, right? So that's fantastic. So that's event loot that you're going to get every single time without having to put any other effort into it. And then if your alliance bands together and uses this strategy, and you guys are doing it because you listen to UltimatDJz and other alliances aren't because they don't, they're not going to do as well in the Armada leaderboard. And if you go to the Armada leaderboard,
let's take a look here. Guys, now my alliance was sweating it today, right, Mando? We were sweating coming into today because where did we start? Do you remember this morning, Mando? The whole team was like, "Oh my God, should we be running Borgmatas?" And I said, "Hang on, everybody, keep your cool, right, Mando?"
We were running on commons because we were freaking out a little bit.
They were running on commons because they were freaking out. And look what happened here in the span of only hours. I mean, guys, one more Megacube run, and we're going to take first place. One more. We are down 20,000 points. All right? 20,000 points. If we run one more, Mando, one more, we're going to get, if I ran one more, we're going to get 4,500 points. And then the 6 people in my team are going to get 4,500 points. So let's do the math. That's basically 7 times 4,500. I'm here to tell you, Mando, one more successful run at a Megacube with a 6-man team, we're in first place. We started today in 18th place. Because all the other alliances were running Borg
Sounds like
Matas.
a lot of other people were doing Armadas early.
They were running Borg Matas early. Absolutely they were. They did not see the patience mechanic here, did they, Mando? All right.
They did not.
They did not.
Neither did we at first either, though, for the record. Karkin,
we were freaking out a little bit. The team was panicking. All right? The team was panicking just a little bit. Now, I'm not going to run any more Megacubes. All right? I should. I paid for them, but I'm not going to right now. I want to show off something else. Now, I told you earlier that obviously we just one-shot a Megacube. So, Mando, are we going to have any trouble doing an epic or a rare? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I'm not. Oh, you know what? I am going to repair because I want to change my crew. So, Mando, if you can help me out here just a little bit, because I have an extreme amount of difficulty talking and typing at the same time. Can you go into our chat, and if you can organize a team of 6 players, this is the crew that I want them to run. I want them to run Jordy, Beverly, and 5 of 10. Jordy is captain, Beverly on the side, 5 of 10 on the other side, and I want them to stack for defense. Okay? Stack for defense. Can you tell them that in the chat? Jordy, 5 of 10, and Beverly stack for defense. We are going to take on an epic Borgmata here, Bubba Joe, with a loot crew. Now, I got to be honest with you. Not 100% sure how this test is going to go. I feel like I know how this test is going to go. All right? I feel like we're going to handily defeat it.
Is no one going to go with 9?
No.
No, okay.
9. We are going to test the full capability. Oh, man, that's scary, too. 30% and 400%.
Detroit.
Should we run one, Bubba? We probably should run one. Caution, should we run one guy with 9? Probably should, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I think it'll save you those hits. There's all going to be crits coming at you in those big bursts. 1 person dead, 2 people dead.
Keeps you from having to go back to repair.
That's right. We only need 1 person to survive. And the idea that I want to test here, you know what, Mando? No. We're going to do it. All right? We're going to do it. Ride or die, baby. Ride or die.
What's the host chest reward for an epic cube?
18,000. 18,000. And the reason that I want to test this mechanic, if we fail, it's okay. I paid for the directives. I did it for science. It's okay. I'm going to come into the event store, by the way. I should already have 4. I can't. Here, let's. There we go.
Make sure you're taking suicidal volunteers.
It doesn't. Yeah, make sure, Mando, that they know that we could probably die, because I think that is certainly possible. We're going to take a lot of critical damage here, okay? But I want to test and see if we can survive and everybody get a full fair share of the loot. You see what I'm saying? Because in the megacube, nobody's running Geordie, so everybody had 5. Even the sacrificial lamb ran 5, so everybody got their loot bonus. All right, nobody was forced to take a smaller cut of the loot. Nobody
well, what
had
if that, in that situation, then the leader who's getting the loot chest actually runs 9-5, so 5 is still getting a slight bonus. You have a huge 5, so it's like 80%. So you're not going to get Geordie in there, but you're at least going to cover the crits and make sure.
Well, I mean, I guess you could do that.
You're still getting the loot chest.
I suppose you could do that, but I don't know that I would want to fly back every single time for everybody to recrew. If you've got if you've got good communication, you could probably pull this off relatively easily without having to recall and recrew every single time. How many do I? Dang it! I bought one too many. Go ahead.
You'll need to do a test for a rare, won't you, or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna test a rare as well. But I mean, here's the thing: if a group of 39s and 40s can take out an epic with 100% loot, then we're gonna find out. Now, Preston says, "Hang on one second. I'll come back to the voice." Preston says, "What about a 5-man team? Is this going to be difficult to achieve?" Yes, Preston. I maintain that one-shotting a mega with 5-man team is still going to be extremely difficult. It will still be extremely difficult. But Bubba Joe mentioned it a minute ago. Bubba Joe, please repeat yourself. What is the beauty of this mechanic if your entire alliance buys in to this thought process?
If your entire alliance is doing this, then everyone is going to have a free start every single arc, every single time this runs.
All right. That means you can have more than one shot at it. Okay? You can have more than one shot at it because, again, remember, obviously you're going to get more points for killing it. All right? But you don't need to kill it to get your 10 free for the next run. All right? Now, you do need to kill it if you want the leader chest. Okay? But if you are that young in the game and that early on in the game that your Vidar isn't maxed or you don't have your ACC to 39, then it's possible, certainly not for everybody, okay, I acknowledge this, but it's also possible that your need for actives might still be on the lower end at this point, Preston, okay? Obviously, I want you to get as much as you can get, all right? And I would love for you to be able to one-shot the mega. It's still going to be tough with a 5-man team, okay? It's still going to be tough. Yes, Preston, one person must run 9 as captain with full synergy. Go ahead, Blue.
So they're saying one person is warning you about the Epic Armada giving inert nanoprobes, and I have to ask, in all this mess, has Scopely never been able just to reset the Armadas so that their loot's updated?
I don't know why they didn't. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't know why they didn't. But yes, folks, you want to be careful. Scan before you start, because there are still targets out here. Let me see if I can find one. There are still targets out here that have inert. Now, my server might have been silly enough to clear them out, Karkin. There might have been enough people not paying attention. There might have been enough people not paying attention that they just randomly started them and weren't paying attention. All right? That's possible. But, oh no! Look, here's one. Poor Fang. They started a mega. And they're
not poor Fang. Thank you, Fang.
Thank you, Fang. Poor Fang for not getting the rewards. Thank you, Fang, for clearing out another inert nanoprobe Borgmata.
What kind is that? Is it a transporter or
It is a tractor beam.
They're doing a tractor beam. You guys.
You silly gooses. All right, I'm not making fun. Listen, we need people clearing these out. But I got to try. Listen, 34, Ops 33, and a 42. They're probably not going to be successful here. Probably. Well, we'll check in on them. We'll check in on you, Fang. I wish you the best of luck. I want you to clear that one, to be perfectly honest with you. I want it gone. Good luck. All right? I am wishing you Godspeed.
Would you say that's support ticket worthy?
I don't know.
All the clues are right there.
Sorry you didn't get $100 worth of inert nanoprobe.
Scan before you
start. Relocation token instead.
Yeah.
Even when I'm just picking, I'll always pick the one that has the most loot. So if you're not looking, then I can't feel bad for you. I'm sorry.
Scan before you start. All right. Let me get my crew set up here. Let me find Majority. You know what? Oh, my gosh. I think he's on assignment. He sure is. He's on assignment. Okay, going to have to burn a few speed ups here. Let me finish this off.
I just realized I got a data mission, and
it's done. Look, no speed ups. Hey, Bubba. Bubba. Let's see if I picked up another 12 data shards. Da-da-da-da. Yeah! Woohoo! I did it! Another 12! Guys, look here at this number, if you guys can see on your screen. 78. I've got 78 out of 100 towards Tier 2, and I did not have him unlocked, all right, before ATA 2.0. Bubba Joe.
I know. The whole advantage I had for winning him is gone with that away team.
Yeah, so much love.
That means you've criticaled on 6 data ATAs. I'm not certain I've seen 6.
Well, look, I got another one right here. I got another one, and so when I'm done with my testing tonight, I'm going to throw Jordy back in there. I'm going to do it again.
What's your percentage crit chance?
I'll show you real quick. It's 62. 62. I'll show you real fast. I run Gorkon, and I run Mud 2. And I run Jordy, and it's 62%.
That's Mud 1. Yeah.
Sorry, Mud 1. There you go, 62%. And I've hit
that's
several times.
Yeah, that's a good percentage.
It's good, and that's where I've stopped. I've got all 4 traits to Tier 4. So I got 2 Tier 2 traits, Bubba, and I got 2 Tier 3 traits, and the Tier 3 traits are level 4. That's where I've stopped. All right.
Yeah, well, I want to get my Mud up, but I don't know, for unrelated reasons, I'm holding on to my trade XP.
Doug says, do the assignment and speed it up. Oh, that's 36 hours worth of speed ups, man.
It's pretty heavy, yeah.
Fine, for science. We'll do it.
Hey, DJ, can you hear me?
I can. Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Awesome. Hey, how's it going? Long time.
Well, lost you there. Who was that?
Long time lurker, first time chatter.
Who is that? Is that Royal Power or Mando? I can't see.
It's Mando.
Oh, yo, what's up? All right. Let's see. All right, 62%. Fine, do it. 36 hours worth of speed ups, Bubba. If I don't crit right here, I'm gonna be real miffed. Oh God, not 36 hours. I'm a moron. 72 hours. It was a 3-day assignment. Blah. All right, let's see. Yeah, baby! Woo! Let's see if it refreshed. Did I get it one more time? Nope. Man, one more crit, Bubba Joe. I got a Tier 2 data. One more. Can't wait. Oh, love it. I love ATA.
Nice. No, that's pretty good.
I love ATA. Goodness gracious. Thank you,
I've been
Doug.
doing quite well on the away team credits.
Almost
every time I'm racking up credits.
So we decided we're going to run Jordy, Beverly, and 5 with a stack of defense. And you know what? I'm on the wrong ship. For a defense stack, I'm on the wrong ship. So let me move around here a little bit.
One person bringing a 789 crew.
Okay, that's okay because they don't have Jordy, right? So 7.
Yeah.
No. You know what? Let them bring.
7.
Let them bring 5. Let them. So if they don't have Jordy, go ahead and let them run 5. That's fine. Run 5, 5, 7, 9.
Well, they might as well cover 9 in the crit spot.
Okay. So guys, if you have somebody who doesn't have Jordy, then let them go ahead and be your sacrificial lamb. So Mando, if you can, try to recall them real quick. Let's do a 9, 5, 7 for that player who doesn't have Jordy. Actually, wait, Mando.
You want to go without the crit?
I want to go. Yep.
This is hilarious.
I'm sorry, Mando. I know. I'm just thinking out loud. This was not scripted. We didn't plan anything for content tonight. You know what? I would like to do. Go ahead and don't put 9 in the captain's chair. So what were you saying? 8, 7, 9. Is that what you said? Let me not argue with you. Do 8, 7, 9. That'd be fine. 8, 7, 9. The reason that I want that way, folks, is because I wanted to see if everybody who is capable of running a full loot crew can still do so without the need of a sacrificial lamb. That's where I'm going with this, okay? So I'm going to run full loot with a defensive underdeck to be taking care of Beverly. All right? There we go. Increasing all my mitigation, 300% of my defense stats. That's pretty daggone good. And let's swap out here. We'll put the Vidar back. Make sure all my crew looks good, and it does. Let's see if I've got any more defense that I could throw over here. You know what? 6 of 10. We're going to throw him over here. Place a Livis. We'll throw Spock in for Bones. We'll throw Mud in for Gary. And Merrick, nope. Merrick maybe for Mud? Nope. Mud's better. Okay, there we go. 44,000 defense. And we're feeding defense to Beverly, right? Just to make sure we are feeding defense, and it is by defense of all officers. So, and I don't need any other stats. 5 is just loot. Okay, so nothing going there. And Geordi is just loot because the other one is Klingon Armada, so it doesn't matter here. Okay, there we go. Full loot. I'm going to head back over here to an epic system, Mando. Whoops, wrong ship. Pull that one back in. There we go.
Yeah, we're ready to go on this side. And Karkin, for the record, my underdeck is stacked always.
There you go. Hey, you know what? I did want to ask, Mando, since we've got you. We were checking the effectiveness of your Tier 3, 6 of 10. How many attack points did you have on your Vidar for that first Mega?
34K, because I know what...
34K?
Nice number.
That is wonderful.
At the 20%. That's why it moved good numbers, yeah.
All
but
right.
Just because you started at a higher piercing, we were figuring you had better interceptor research.
You probably do have pretty good interceptor
My research is also very good.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm doing.
Must have had pretty good research there. Okay, so we're coming in. Let's see. I see Clyde. I see you got. I guess let's make sure we're going to scan before we start. Make sure. I'm just going to scan a few of these and see if there's any of them still with inerts. See?
I am miffed about Geordi, though.
Look, there's another. There's another one still. There's an epic with inerts. Go ahead. What are you miffed about, Blue?
I mean, how are we supposed to assume that there's no assimilated Klingons on that armada?
Well, there certainly could be. Dang it, Scopely. Messing all. There's another inert. There's another inert. Yeah, there's another. So it looks like my server has not been running the epics. Now, you know what's interesting, Karkin?
Or they're just continuously running the ones that have already been refreshed.
Well, I was going to say, it looks like once they're refreshed, you don't need to check for highest loot anymore. It's fixed at 4,500, it looks like. There's no varying numbers.
Good to know.
Yeah, they're fixed. All right. Mando, we're in the MEGACUBES system, and I'm gonna go ahead and start one. Are we good to go? Are we ready?
What's the start time for the
I believe
epics?
so, but you never know.
3 minutes, or is it?
It's 5.
5,
They're
right?
5 minutes. Hey, Mando, just double check, make sure everybody's good for a 5 minute. So there we go. That's funny. Casey says, do a refresh. Do a refresh on your ATA. You want to know a funny story? I have none left. I've spent them all, and Scopely hasn't been sourcing them. I do have. Where did I get 100? Okay.
Don't spend it.
I did. Wish I didn't. Do I have any more? Oh my God, I got more. All right, I'm not spending any more. You guys are fools. I ain't doing any more. All right.
There's a lead expedition you can do. Oh, you don't need away team credits though.
I've not been chasing away team credits. I don't have any traits for that yet. My next trait that I'm going to be chasing is for Crass, and that will help me with my Medals of Honor. It's going to help me with my Medals of Honor. So yeah. All right. Looks like I've got a Houston fan here in Ops 39, and looks like you and Clyde are just along for the ride. And we'll see if we've got the rest of our team showing up. Now, these timers, I do believe, are 5 minutes.
You and Clyde are part of the test. It's just who we have right now online.
I love Clyde to death, but I don't want him in there. He's a 49. I can go with, but what we want to see here is if a loot crew can do this for a normal team of players, and having a 50 in there is going to throw me off. But we had 6 a minute ago. Who are they not all still online? We had you, Dragon, CCS, Ghost, and Base Hunter. Are they not still available? There's Mando flying down south. There's Dragon. I feel like we need to. CCS is coming in. I see CCS coming. Yeah, see if we can find one or two more here if we can pull it off. All right. Sorry. Oh, Clyde's watching in YouTube. I'm sorry, man. You can listen. Come up to the stage. You can chat with us. You know what? You're just too beast mode, man. You're too beast mode. All right. If I put you in the test, then everyone's gonna be like, well, mechanic. I don't want to do that. Of course, Adam's right. Not many people have Geordie. I get that. But you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Adam. If this works, then we're not using any combat abilities whatsoever. So do the best loot crew you've got. Use the best loot crew that you've got. All right? It doesn't matter. If we do this with 0 combat abilities, except for Beverly, then just use the best loot crew you got. All right? Charles says...
We got the one more coming.
Okay, great. Charles says, yeah, but remember, this event only comes around every 3 months. Well... we don't know that, but it's already shown up after 2. We got it at the end of August. Now it's the end of October. So, and these are the only 2 times it's ever run. So, you're right, Charles. It will take about 1.5 events worth of loot to get started. Now, I obviously missed this out in the August run. I'm doing it now for this run. All right. So, let's assume. All right, and we shouldn't, all right, but let's assume that it runs again in 60 days, which would be December. Then if you use this mechanic, will be able to spend Borg store loot in the month of December on something you want. Because if you save all this loot and then use partial amount of loot from next time, you also got to check and see if you have any of these Megacube directives already. Some people found some. I don't know where they came from. All right. I don't know where. I mean, I guess, well, there was obviously other Borg events. Maybe people just had them left over, Bubba. I don't know. Mando, I believe we're good. We got Astros. We got you, Dragon, CCS, me. Looks like we're still short 1, but I guess you could fill that spot. Are we good? Can we start?
Yeah, this is who we got. You got Sin as far as I know.
Okay, let's do it. All right, so here we go. 10 directives spent on an epic. We'll check the starter chest here in just a moment, and hopefully this is going to result in a victory. I do think that it will. All right, Bubba, do you have any predictions on this? I do think that we're going to win. There we go. We got a Beverly.
I think you guys are going to win.
Jordy Beverly 5. Jordy Beverly 5. Checking Mando.
Are they all Max Vidars, at least? No.
I think it's going to be close.
I do. I think it's going to be tough.
Definitely Max Vidars.
Yeah, these are Max Vidars. The crits are going to be significant here, guys. The crits will be significant. We very well may die.
My Beverly's tier 3, so I may survive.
All right, there's CCS with our 7, 8, 9 combo there. All right, we've got all 6 players in. I'll go ahead and star them up. We got 4 minutes to wait. So, anyway, back to the comment. If we get this event, say in 60 more days, then essentially assuming in December you would be able to finish this off. Assuming this month you're going to get the 18,000 loot, and it could be more than that, Bubba. I mean, if you have no ALB placement whatsoever, then you're only going to get 18,000 loot, right? You got, 19,000 now. You got 7,200 from day 1. You got 3,000 from last place of the SLB yesterday. And today you're getting 9,000. So 19,200. It's going to take 37,500 if you're starting from 0. All right? Starting from 0. So I guess, technically it would take almost 2 full events. Almost 2 full events if to buy into this mechanic. But, I mean, Charles, really, if you do, then it's a free Megacube run every single time thereafter. All right, and Bubba, funny, that's what we talked about, right? That's what we asked for, and I can only imagine that the guy who wrote this event is just sitting back and being like, DJ, you goofy.
Just wait. I'll wait till he sees it. Just wait.
Yeah, just hanging out there. Hey, Mando, it looks like Ice showed up. No, he's running 5. Sorry, you're out, Ice. Sorry, pal. Gonna have to stick with you God on this one. He didn't bring the right crew. That's okay. Definitely want to run it this way just to see.
Worst case scenario, if they do suddenly change the thing and they don't continue giving you megacubes every single time, you still have a megacube that's worth 45,000, a chance of 45,000 nanoprobes.
Yeah, that's true. So, Stewie says, "Look at us, Stewie. You're so right." He says, "Look at us getting excited over a Borg event. Who would have thunk it, Bubba? They finally, And I say finally, but you know what? In all fairness, Bubba, this event was here 2 months ago. And again, you talk about the transparency and the communication, and I understand that they want players figuring this stuff out. I get that. But, man, if we had known this 2 months ago, it would not have been as bad as it was.
Well, so the big thing, right, the biggest portion of this, and not to undersell anyone that this is a great idea, is the fact that it's going to come back. Right? Because if this is a one-off and we get this event once a year, then it's like, well, or once ever, like, okay, well, I have to use it. I have to spend the stuff now because there's no idea when it'll happen again, right?
Yeah.
So that was the piece of information we didn't have when it ran. So, right, wrong, or indifferent, if we're, having through you, we have
I got tricked by fake text.
It's going to come occasionally. Now we can count on it. Now we can stock up. We can prepare. We can, maybe some alliance blitzes the leaderboard this time, and you're like, you know what? Let's hold back some of our directives. Let's all get our milestone, but let's hold back some of our directives and really make a push next time, or something along those lines. And knowing that you don't have to spend it all each arc and that you can save from one to the other is the big missing piece we didn't have the last time. But you're right. This is fantastic. If it's going to be regular and it's going to follow this same format, this is absolutely a path to be able to continue to run the megacubes, which was exactly what I wanted. So you're correct.
Yeah, I mean, here it is. All right, we're 1 second away from our Loot Crew test. Oh, boy. Oh, we got it. Oh, my God, and we got it with ease. Guys, look at this.
Smashed it.
Killed it. Look at this. Okay, we did lose one. We lost one, and again, probably we lost.
Because we went too many rounds and then hit that big kill you round.
Actually, we went fewer rounds than we did on the Mega. We only went 3 rounds, but we did not eliminate crits, and I would be willing to bet that Houston took a big old crit. Yeah. And there he is right there. Astros, he took 3 criticals in a row. It wiped him out. So, folks, now listen, he still got paid. We won the Armada.
Barely touched the rest of us.
We won the Armada. He still got paid. Nobody else took any damage, and let's see what we got. 1,800 from the Armada itself. Guys, remember, it only showed 4,500 to begin with. All right.
So you divide that by 6?
Divide that by 6 and multiply it by what? I had 80 plus 15 plus, what is Jordy at base? 50? Let's double check. I don't remember what he was. He is 65. That's including 15. So you had 50 plus 65 plus I had 80. That was 145% loot bonus. I still walked with 1,800 actives. Still. All right. Now let's check the mega chest, the leader chest. And there it is, 18,000. Actually, I did say 18. Okay, that's in my notes. 18,000. All right. So just running. So what are you going to do now, players? If you
use your megacubes for points and save
Jesus
up for. Sorry.
Stop with the Coke, okay? Put the straw away. Guys, if you're able to finish this event with the megacube, now you've got 4 free directives at a minimum. 4 free directives that you can do with what you want. Do you want to spend them now on 1 rare? Do you want to save them up for an epic? Whatever you want. whatever you want. Now, you know what? Over in the Discord chat, I like this perspective. He says, you know what? This is McLovin. He says, man, asking people to save event store loot for a future possible date, possibly months from now, is asking too much. I know they told DJ the event would run again, but that isn't in official news or on the Scopely Discord. I think it's unforgivable to expect people to forgo event store loot for the rumor of a future benefit. You know what, McLovin? I will respect that position. If that's your opinion, then spend the loot. I'm fine with that. I get you. All right. Or you know what? Listen, McLovin, if you don't want to skip out on your loot, then you could do what I did, which was irresponsible. But I mean, listen, if you're gonna spend anyway, then you could go ahead and spend anyway. Okay. But here's what I did. I did not have the loot. I did not have the loot to do this, but I wanted to do this for you here tonight. So I bought war funds. McLovin, if you don't want to risk losing out the loot, you could always buy your first megacube start, and it still puts you in that perpetual cycle, and then you can, then you got more loot to spend, okay? So you could do that. You could do that. But that is what you would pay for to have the security you're asking for. Now, I do appreciate your perspective that I run a rumor mill over here. I appreciate the perspective that it has not been in the game center, nor has any mechanic of this event in any way, shape, or form. Has it, Bubba? We have discovered this 100% all ourselves. All that Scopely has shared with me, that I have been able to share with you, is that we will see it again. And I'm telling you again today, believe it or not, like it or not, you will see it again. Now, you are correct. It could be 6 months from now. I don't expect that. But it could be. We do not know. All right? Absolutely could. But we just don't know. What we do know is that we will see it again. There have been some players, Bubba Joe, talking about we're only going to see it when there's a 5th Tuesday. Because that would result in an extra week between the arcs, right? If we run 28-day cycles and there's 52 weeks, then there's 4 months of the year where there is an extra week between the arcs. That could be the math. I got to be honest with you, I don't know. I got no idea if that's how they're actually going to do it. I kind of hope that it would be more than 4 a year, but, I mean, it might not be. Who knows? We have absolutely no idea. All right, but folks, there you go. All right, we ran that with 6 players again. Let me ask you players now that you've seen this battle log. Do you believe that without any battle crew whatsoever, that a 5-man team, Bubba, could easily handle this epic cube? I think they could.
Yeah, I think that they could.
Daytrade says easy. Kelsman says absolutely. Doug says, hey, can I officially ask a question? Of course you can, Doug. He says, shipskin shard trackers, any news? We were told that they would also be used again. That's correct. I don't have news other than literally only days ago I was told that they were coming up with ideas to bring this back. But I have no idea on timeline or plans or any of that stuff. But literally only days ago, they did reinforce to me that they would, in fact, be brought back. So, don't know. Fredericksburg says, what level is research? Buddy, that's impossible for me to answer, okay? All these players, though, are Ops 39, except for me. I'm a 41. And I think CCS, he's a 40. Let's see.
I'm a 41.
You're 41. So we ran this with I told my team I wanted 41 and down. I wanted my team on 41 and down is what I asked for, okay? So again, still strong players. All right, still strong players. If you're a bunch of 32s, think carefully, plan carefully, okay? Sadly, I cannot test that for you, okay? I can't test that for you if we're looking for 5 32s. But what I wanted to demonstrate for you tonight is that loot crew was certainly possible, and with the right crew setup against the Mega, obviously it was pretty easy peasy. All right, we've shown off the mechanic, Bubba Joe, of the Mega Cube repeating cycle. We've showed off what people can do with their event store loot once they finish entering into that cycle. Once you're in that cycle, you're 100% in. As long as you ration yourself. Don't blow both megacubes in the same event. All right? Even if you decided to spend on this event, right, Bubba? Even if you decided to spend on this event and buy a megacube directive pack and you wanted to run a bunch because you want all the actives, all right, save at least 10 megacube directives for the next run.
Well, that's what I did.
Save at least 10.
That's exactly what I did.
Thanks for revealing it to me, Bubba. Wait, is that what you did this event or last time?
That's what I did this last event. Well, last event I didn't know. Last event I burned them all.
I did too.
So this event I ran. The pack comes with 4. I ran 4. I got my refund back. You know, your tax refund back from Scopely.
Yep.
And I got the 10 start, and I'm saving those for the next one.
Yep. Chen in our Discord chat says, what about this description of the megacube token itself? It says it's going to expire. I agree. We talked about that at the beginning of the show, but it has actually said that ever since May of 2020. Like, that was there even last time. Let me see if I can find it. Where are they? Borg Armada directives. Let's see. Where's the megacube one? Where's my megacube? It must be in a different line. Gonna have to keep looking. Keep looking. Keep looking. Where the heck is it? There it is. Borg Megacube Directive. This token will expire after the conclusion of the Borg invasion again. You know what? Technically, this is actually not Borg invasion. Borg invasion was in May of 2020. And just in case anybody, oh no, you know what? Ripper Sight doesn't go back that far. It's December of 20, isn't it? That's when he started tracking data. So, yeah, we don't have that. But, yeah, Borg Invasion was actually May of 2020. So, you're right, Chen. That's what the tooltip says. But, you know, they've never – listen, I still have March 2020 Borg points. I've got epic Borg points. I've got the very first ever Borg points in January of 20. They've never gone anywhere, folks. They've never gone anywhere.
Just look at the inventory of all the things that have never gone away.
Let's look here real quick, okay? August chips. Oh, it looks like I missed a couple there. March. How did I miss that many? Goodness gracious, that's a very expensive mistake right there. What the heck are these? Alpha tokens? I got 16. Was that event store loot? That must have been event store loot at some point. Let's see. These are cosmic cleanup tokens. I haven't been spending on it in a while, as you can see, because I'm waiting for something good to happen there. These right here were never introduced into the game. This was an experiment Scopely put in my account because we were tinkering with something. These have never actually been used. Redeem to collect special prizes, except they never came out. Here are the Borg events. War funds, which actually I just bought. I've got those. Borg War effort points. This was in the original Megacube event. Bubba Joe, remember back in May? Borg transwarp cells. This was even to get to the Borgmata systems. These are not the transwarp cells that you use for probes. Gauntlet tokens. I still have 2 gauntlet tokens, Bubba Joe. Oh. Let's see. What else we got in here? Data pads.
How many tokens to hit worms do you have?
Like 30 some. Hang on, they're down here. I do have a bunch. I saw them. Where'd they go? Maybe I didn't have to go that far. Where are they? Doomsday directives. Borg recruit tokens. Oh, look, I've got 1 refresh left. How do I have 156? That's weird. Got 156, so I got 1 more refresh. Oh, did I pass them already? Sorry, let me go back up. Oh, no. There's my Borg probe cell. Where the heck? Look, I still have Batleth tokens. That was early. Does anybody remember when Batleth tokens were used? I'm pretty sure that was in like March of 19. Did I pass that far past them?
I think that's separate.
I don't see them. Where the heck? Mirror sigils, those never came back. Remember, they were supposed to come back too, Bubba. They never came back. I accidentally fat-fingered a commendation one time. Oh, I was so mad about that. These things cost faction credits. And I fat-fingered that and bought that. That was ages ago. You said next to my event tickets. There we go. Good God. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. That took forever. 58, Bubba Joe. I have 58 Doomsday Transwarp cells. And 45,000 Terran Imperial credits. Was that event store loot also? 45,000 of that? How do I have that left over? Oh, my God. I'm a very terrible spender. I still have Hungry Tribbles in here somewhere. There's 6 million Tribbles from this past year. Anti-Protons. That looks like that was a TOS currency. Picard tickets, Riker tokens, medals, just all kinds of garbage. All kinds of garbage. And not enough to unlock any refits. Anyway, there you go. That's a look inside UltimatDJz inventory. I had a very nice run in the officer recruiting solo leaderboard the other day. Very nice run. I was very pleased with my results. Okay. So, is there anything else that you guys want to see tested? I'm not going to, I mean, that's easy. I don't want to blow a bunch of directives on various crew. We've given you the best crew. All right. If you want to use different crew, then you can test them on your own. We've given you the absolute best crew. Okay. Bubba Joe, can you think of any other crew that would be any different? I believe that we have, in fact, given you the best crew. Correct?
No, I agree.
You know what? Good call, Robert. He said, was your ship skin the difference in your loot calculation earlier? I bet you're right. Does the skin give loot against I bet it does. I'm going to have to dock it. You know what? Well, no, I don't have to dock it. I can get it to it. Nope, I'm going to have to dock to get that information. I bet the skin is giving me Armada loot bonus too, Bubba. Or is it just probes? Let's see if we can.
I think it's just probes.
Let's see if we can find a description without me having to go back and dock. Okay. Infinitus. 50%,
go into your station.
I got to hang on. 50% nano probes from killing Borg probes with the Vidar. So no, Robert, does not appear that would help the Borg Mata loot. It is probes only, at least according to this. Well, we could find out. Mando, how much loot did you get in this last epic we just did?
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how to find that.
Okay, so go into your battle log. I'll show you where to find it. Go into your battle log, and down here at the very bottom center of your screen where it says rewards, just click on that, and it'll show you how much enemy cargo you took. Back to basics 101. So
gotta relaunch my game, of course, you know.
Oh, were you not in game? I'm sorry.
I switched to try.
He switched to a different game. Shame on you. I'll be doing the same momentarily. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Doug says, you have data at rank 2. Actually, I don't. He is still tier 1. I'm very close to getting him to tier 2, thanks to away team's assignments. But, no, he is still tier 1, and I'm very, very close, though. I'm only 10 shards away, and I'll get him to tier 2. Bubba Joe, where's your data right now? You still at tier 1?
Hey, DJ, I got 1793.
Okay, let's look at this real quick. So, yeah, I'm here to tell you I only got 1,800. So the difference was definitely not the skin. The difference was probably just power, okay? Mando over here had 14.
Your 5 is higher than mine, I think.
Yeah, that would make a difference because here I'm actually got less ship power than Mando. I'm at 1.3. He's at 1.4, so he would have gotten a slightly higher base, but then I outdid him with my 5. My 5 was 80%, and you said yours was 60?
Yeah, yours is curvier than mine.
Yeah, mine's got a little bit more junk in her trunk. All right, so yeah, he's got a little bit more power. I had him a little bit more 5, and they came pretty daggone close. All right. Dekic says solo and uncommon without loot crew. Check before and after. What do you mean? For what reason? What are we checking that for, Dekix? I don't know why I would run that test. If it's for loot calculation, I already know what that is. I don't need to test that. I don't want to spend any more directives. Okay. Was there anything else that we wanted to do on stream? How long have we been on?
So you asked me. I have 87, so I'm 13 away from tier 2 of my data.
Ooh, I'm farther along than you. I'm only 10 away. One more.
And I won the auction.
Oh, did you? I did not. I didn't even unlock him.
That's my point, right? You got what? There were probably 20, 30 shards sourced through the various TNG events.
I think I probably finished with like 40 or 50. Probably.
Okay.
No. You know what? It probably was higher than that. I have not sourced 140 shards from ATA. But it's probably been close to 100 now because I did not have him unlocked at the event store. Remember? I said I was going to skip over him in the event store because I knew I could get him this way. So it's been at least 100.
And I can tell you, I haven't missed an attempt at getting him. Every time he comes up, I
run him every time.
Actually, I might have him right now. Let me look. I'm kind of curious what my percentage is for him is.
Following the DJ path, I've been also working on data, and I've hit 3 of 4, and I'm now 2 or 3 more assignments away from hitting tier 2 finally.
That's awesome. I like what we're doing over here with away teams. I'd like to see them do more with it, and they probably will. To be honest with you, I think engagement in away teams assignments has been far and away much higher since they introduced traits. Bubba, I mean, there's no way it's not. There's just no way it's not. Yeah.
I would agree.
No, Casey, I don't want to refresh anymore. I've only got 1 refresh left. I'd like to save it just in case. What have I told you guys about spending to 0? Don't do it. Especially now since we're not getting any. They're not giving us any, so I don't want to spend to 0. That's terrible advice. Don't do it. Casey says, chat pressure. You want to see something about spending to 0? First of all, I doubt it's still up, but let me look if the solo leaderboard is still up. It's not. I had to put up 450,000 points because someone was chasing me. So I did, in fact, make a heat of the moment decision and spent myself to no ultras. I got 3,000 left. Terrible decision, I know, but I was in the heat of battle. I made a conscious decision. I was not going to lose. I did not want to lose. So I kept going. And ultras give better points than transporter patterns. So, and I had to move quick. Had to move real quick. Out of 450,000 points, Bubba Joe, I only ended up winning by like 8,000. He was on my tail. Very, very. He was on me. So I had to get the big point getters really quick. But
so who are you running for your attempt? Just out of curiosity.
I am running Gorkon just as a stat guy. I'm running Skinny Mud, Meth Mud, and Jordy.
Yep. What tier is your Jordy?
Well, it doesn't matter what tier he is because I've got.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Not tier. Are you talking about traits?
I'm talking tier.
Tier doesn't matter.
I want to know what his stats are.
I don't need the stats. Remember, once you get to 100%, you're at Ops 53. I bet your stat requirement is higher than mine.
Quite a bit.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
I know you are.
Yeah. As an Ops 41, my stat requirements are probably significantly lower because my stats are nothing. I've got him tier 1, level 5. Actually, looking here, I didn't even realize I do have enough shards to promote him. That must have happened yesterday in the SLB. Jazzmeister, stats of your officers do not. Well, actually, I guess technically they do. Okay? Stats of your officers increase with the level of your academy, which is required every single time you ops up. However, the away team's assignments have different requirements of stats by ops level. That is correct. So, for example, I'm ops 41, and, I'm running this guy. I'm running this with a 100% chance, running Gorkon, running a Tier 1 Geordie, and running a Tier 4 Mud. But if I go to Ops 42, the stat requirements will go up, and I may have to, at that point, increase my stats. You see? So, yes, by Ops level, they do increase. I've got a Tier 4 Skinny Mud. I could promote him at any time with transporter patterns. But right now, this is good enough. But, yeah, when I stat up, or when I ops up, my stat requirements will get steeper. But, yeah, as far as the crit chance, it's your traits that matter. And I stopped here at level 4. I feel like that is probably the best monetary or bang for your buck conversion, because levels 5 through 9 get significantly more expensive. And before I spend 25,000 trait on one level, I decided I wanted to spend it in some other officers. So, there you go. But yeah, Bubba, obviously, I am going to eventually need more stats.
Well, that was what I was trying to figure out, because I have to put Crass on there. I can't put a lesser officer. So I have Crass, like you have Gorkon for the stats.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Tier 4 Mud like you do. But I have to put another maxed Epic Office there to get to 100%. So I have to put Carol, because she has one of the skills, so it's a little useful. But that's why I'm not using Geordie, because I don't get anywhere close to the stats. I can't use Geordie until I tear him up.
I gotcha. And so what about an officer like 6 of 10 or Khan instead of Crass?
Well, so I just did my 6 of 10. This event, this Borg event, is how I won the officer event. So I just tiered up my 6 of 10 to max. So I will be able to start trying him in away team's assignments. So we'll see what happens there.
Okay. Stevens Aaron, a porn bot has invaded our chat. How do I fix that? Okay, I think I might have gotten it. Did I get it? I've never seen that before. How do I ban them? There's a porn bot in our chat right now. How do I ban that?
In the YouTube chat.
Yeah, in the YouTube chat.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I'll jump on the line and have a look.
It says that it's only going to let me put them in timeout for 300 seconds, but how do I ban it?
I could probably do it on the back end anyway.
All right, yeah, take care of that for me. Girls! It's terrible. All right. Well, guys, we have not gone quite 2 hours. But we definitely accomplished what I wanted. And I don't want to make the video so dang on long that people don't want to watch it. So maybe we wrap up. Is there anything else pertinent? Let me do this very quickly. In the Discord chat, in the YouTube chat, all right, questions about the Borg mechanics or the intentions of this event. I will take 10 minutes of your questions, all right? Royal Power says, regular officer solo leader or the Borg event? Oh, definitely not the Borg event. No, because that one could have been won with XP, and I chose not to pursue that. It was the regular officer solo leaderboard is what I did. Tomb World. No, not the Borg one. Mine was 450,000, but that was on the officer mini event, the one that shows up in here, and I don't still have it. It was the officer recruit solo leaderboard in your daily events. No, the Borg event was significantly high. First place, 113 million. He said mine was 19 million. Yes, 113 million was mine. Now, I will point out something that I was not happy with in the least. All right, let's take a look very quickly at the bracketing for this event, Bubba Joe. Let's take a look at the bracketing for Recruit and Assimilate solo leaderboard, 40 through 60. was the last bracket. So I was not going to win that. All right.
I imagine similar people on my server had a similar feeling.
Yeah. I wasn't going after that. 40 through 60.
Well, and
get out of here,
the 100 million points. The 100 million points is basically one of the epic Borg officers, their last 10 levels.
That's it, really? That's disgusting, actually. That's absolutely disgusting. Stevens Aaron, what's happening to our chat? We're being invaded. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, you'll see the hidden one, so you'll still see it because you're admin, but people won't see it.
Okay, good. We're getting hammered right now, Bubba Joe. No pun intended, since it's a porn message. Okay, questions. Lego says, hey, DJ, I've got a problem with Doomsday Armadas. It gives out rewards as bad as Borgmadas did before they got started. Actually, only the uncommons and rares do that. They give steel. The epics actually give TOS salvage. The epics give actually I think the rares
epics and
do.
the rares.
Yeah, the rares
epics and the
too.
rares.
Rares and epics give TOS salvage. It's the uncommons that give steel. So yeah, they're bad, but I mean, why do them? There's no point in doing them unless you do it for an event or something like that. Let's see. Harry says, I was going to try and snipe my Borg SLB bracket by maxing 6 to 10, but I got busy at work, and with about 3 minutes left, I got back on the game, and he was out on a ship. Oh, that's terrible. You could have discoed him home, but you definitely would have run out of time for sure, I think. Questions. I've got 8 minutes left. I'll field your questions in the Discord chat or over in our YouTube. And by the way, thank you to the hundreds of people. You know, crazy enough, Bubba, as late as it is, we've had over 250 people combined between the Discord and the YouTube tonight. So great crowd. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with Teaching Trek tonight. By the way, did you guys see, let me show you. Here, let me minimize this real quick. I'll show you, got a new wallpaper courtesy of Captain Mark. Check that out. Is that not nice? Teaching Trek with UltimatDJz and my D right there. I had to have my D. So now I've got my D on the desktop, Bubba, and I'm kind of liking it right there. Dekic says,
that's nice.
Question, ribs or wings? Oh, man. Depends on the day. Also depends on the type of wing. I do not like a crunchy, dry wing. All right? Like, I like mine to be really meaty and moist and sopping wet with sauce. I do not like a dry wing. And I don't like a crispy wing. All right? So, yeah, definitely. Now, you know, if it's a crispy wing, I'll take the ribs. If it's a nice, big, juicy, fat, moist, wet, sloppy wing, I'll take that. Andar says that's disgusting. No, it's not. I love big, juicy, meaty, wet wings. Let's see. David says, do we have any hints? Sorry, I do not have a hint for you tonight. I'll reread the hint from last night. If you're a YouTube watcher and you don't normally listen to our podcast, I do have a hint for you. But it's the same hint that I gave on the podcast yesterday, so I'll give that to you here in just a moment. Let's see. Does the Borg event go for another day? Nader says, no, this is it. It's a 3-day event, all right, and we are in day 3, all right? So taking a look here at your Megacube, even the Alliance leaderboard, everything ends 12 hours and 36 minutes from now, which is putting you at event reset on Tuesday, all right? So this is the end of a 3-day event, all right? Sandcoffin says, hey, DJ, Ultra Peace Shield Pack. Does it still contain 2-star materials? Well, let's take a look. Don't know the answer to that. Have never in my life bought shields. All right, which one are you asking about? The Ultra Peace Shield Pack for $100. And it does indeed 2-star materials. Thank you, Sandcoffin, for pointing out that pack is absolute trash. Look at that, Bubba Joe, $100. I do get my multi-phasic credits at least, which are, in this case, worth more than the pack itself. Looky there, 9,000 Latinum. 9,000.
That's
Latinum. And don't
That's
forget,
almost Vault of Latinum value.
this is pretty bad. Thank you, Sandcoffin, for pointing out that amazing value. Appreciate that. Captain Oblivious says, safe to assume that Cal, Faction Hunt, Apex will follow this week. I don't have an exact schedule. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's coming this week. But I would expect that whatever days that they need to fill time with before the next arc, that they will probably, I would assume, make use of our traditional staples. Carissa says, Cal or Duality Part 2 tomorrow? Carissa, I would not expect Duality Part 2, only because if they were going to do it, maintenance would begin in 5 hours, and we haven't had a maintenance announcement. If they were going to launch it tomorrow, then it would launch in less than 5 hours. And I don't expect that that's the case since we have not gotten any announcement. So I'm going to have to say that probably Duality Part 2 is not coming tomorrow. Captain Mark says pulled pork sliders or a Caritas burrito. Mark, you're in voice. Explain yourself. What is a Caritas burrito? What is that?
I probably spelled it wrong, but it's a carnitas.
Carnitas?
What is
Yes.
that? That's pork, right? A pork burrito?
It's like a crispy pork version of a burrito.
Crispy pork burrito. You know what? I am a big fan of burritos. I like burritos, so I'd probably go with that. Even though it might be a little bit crispier than a pulled pork slider, I'm not a huge pulled pork fan. I mean, really, truthfully, that's not one of my favorite things. All right, I'm not like, it's not my favorite thing. Alex says your pack has a 30-day shield. You could at least go on a long vacation. Yeah, can't afford it. Welcome to Biden's America. I'm kidding. That was a bad joke. That was a bad joke. I can't afford it. No, seriously, that's not a joke. I cannot afford a vacation. Listen, should I put a thingy up here along the top of my stream and get you guys to pay for my next vacation? I have no shame. I'll do it. All right. Listen, we'll start with Super Chat here tonight. We've gone 1 hour and 47 minutes, and I haven't asked for anybody to buy my pack, Bubba. I was going to ask for someone to buy my loot pack earlier because I had to inefficiently spend it on directives for science, for display. So, yeah, I didn't do that. I forgot about that. Here, finally, thank you, and me, a game question. I only have 7, 8, 9, and 1 of 10 at Ops 27. What should I be spending Borg funds on? I do have the Vidar. And me, tell me about your team. Tell me about your team. Are you guys capable of hitting up a megacube? Do you think? I mean, obviously not at Ops 27, but if you're a young one on a well-developed team, then I would say enter into this megacube cycle. All right. However, if you were not, if you decided that your loot would be better spent on something else, then hands down, without a question, 5 of 10. Bubba Joe, do you have an opinion there?
No, I mean, I have an opinion. Yes, 5 of 10 is absolutely the best Borg officer you should get first.
He says, I don't think so as far as the megacube. The max ops is 31 in my alliance. Then, yes, it might be a little early for you to do this. Might be a little bit early for you to do this. Here's the thing. If you entered into this cycle at this point, all it does is easily satisfy your SMS. Okay? Like, total, all the buffer in the world. It easily satisfies your SMS without having to really math out all the uncommons that we had to do during the last show. So if you want easy, guaranteed success, then I would buy into that. However, as an Ops 27, I would probably say that you're in a young enough position that I would probably absolutely focus on unlocking 5 of 10. 5 of 10 will be game-changing for you, especially if you can get it at Ops 27. Golly. Karkin, what would you have given to have 5 of 10? Actually, you probably did have 5 of 10 at Ops 27, didn't you?
I did.
And let me ask you, do you feel
it was
like...
awesome.
I was going to say, I bet you...
Until everyone caught up, I was like rocking like really powerful 5 think.
Yeah, I think 5 of 10. David says he did it too. 5 of 10 by Ops 27. I mean, Bubba Joe, would that not have just changed our world? 5 of 10 at Ops 27.
Absolutely. It would have been absurd.
Yeah. Alex says, I lucky pulled 5 at Ops 25. You're a lucky son of a gun right there. So, yeah,
I picked up 5 in the the second auction. I got like second place in the first one, and third in the second, and I finished off with, I think, event points in the very first arc.
Yeah. Yep, there you go. Dekic says, I was actually really late getting 5. David says, I got tier 1 and then got a lucky pull to take her to tier 2. So, Statesman says, I'm 16 shards away from 2 of 10. Should I go for him, buy Infinitus shards, or enter the Megacube directive cycle? Ooh. All right, first of all, Statesman, you are not going to have enough loot to finish 2 of 10 this time. Except you are going to pull at least 1 or maybe 2 chests of the Borg recruit token. So I would pull those first and see how good you do with 2 of 10. Also, be aware, Captain Oblivious points out the Ultra chests can now also pull 2 of 10. All right? So I believe that I would narrow it down to Infinitus or the Megacube cycle. Bubba Joe.
What level is his Vidar?
Yep. What's your Vidar tier? And what's your ops level? Let's get those 2 answers, and then we'll try to give you an educated guess. All right, try to get you an educated guess. Wow. Matthew Horton just full pulled Lorca. Hey, thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much for contributing to UltimatDJz Vacation Fund. I appreciate that very much. $34 in our super chat. Thank you. Anybody else, feel free to match or beat that. That'd be fantastic.
So Max Vidar, Ops 38. I think start the Megacube.
I think so too.
I think the Infinitus shards, like, they would be useful for you right now, but your Vidar is maxed. If your Vidar wasn't maxed, getting the Infinitus might be, but again, you're not going to get the Infinitus this month. You know, the Infinitus is a multi-month type of thing anyway.
Is.
So
it's long term, and so if you delay a handful of shards, I think we figured out what it was, like 4 or 5 shards. I don't remember right off. If you delay those 4 or 5 BPs by one run of this event, I don't think it kills you in the long run. On the other hand, that Megacube will give you real results and real rewards on a daily basis. Now, go into the Discord chat. I'm going to come back to McLovin, who's really kind of hating on my mechanic here tonight, buddy. And truthfully, I get it. But you're saying, again, regarding this unspoken promise that it will come back. I'm here to tell you, unless Scopely just out and out, balls to the wall, lied to me, which has literally never happened, you will see this event today, or event again. And whether or not you choose to believe it is not on me. All right? I've been a content creator for over 2 years. I've been providing the community, and I don't recognize your name. You must be relatively new to our community, so welcome. But I have been giving my community this type of information for 2 years. All right? I've got a reputation, and I intend on holding up to it. So if already I've been right. We've seen it again 60 days later after we saw it the first time. So if you choose to believe in the DJs, then you can do so. But if not, that's okay too. I understand your hesitation. Listen, Scopely has, let's be fair, Scopely's burned us once or twice, or 17. All right, it's happened, Bubba Joe. We have not followed through with some things that Scopely should be following through with. I get that.
Tracker jackers, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, tracker jackers. Where the heck are those things? All right. And it took forever to get the TOS skins back, and even then they didn't even use the tracker jackers. They were just selling them. So, and hey, what about the Constellation skin that we just got for the second time ever since it's been out? So I do understand your hesitation. However, I'm telling you what I know, and you can use that or not. He says, what's about this chest makes it worth waiting for it? Listen, I don't think it's listen, the chest is not the end-all be-all. It's not, a game-breaking reward today. The point is, it is a cumulative effect of a valuable currency that only requires a single point of buy-in and then becomes a self-sustaining infinite loop. So you're right. You get 9,200 active nanoprobes a day. Okay, that's 270,000 in a month. Now you can make it 315 or 325,000 in 1 month. Okay, so it's not about it being a month's worth of currency.
And that 300,000 will disappear in one tier of 6. I need 400,000 to tear up my 6 of 10.
You need 1 million to max it. So it's not about it's just like everything
extra,
else.
I'm gonna take.
You got it. It's extra on top. The faction credits, the Borg refinery, that's extra on top. Scouts, that's extra on top. I mean, anything that gets you a valuable currency faster should be at least considered. Blue Mandalorian, in response to the question about the Infinitus or Megacube, Bubba, is agreeing with you. I believe that I would enter the cycle with an Ops 38 and a Max Vidar. I believe I'd enter the cycle there, is what he's saying. Captain Oblivious says, will we ever see an Infinitus skin leaderboard again, or is this the set sourcing plan for this skin? I don't have that information, Oblivious. I can't answer that. I do believe that this is the plan. That's my belief that this is the plan. But that's not to say they couldn't drop something in. They do drop things in, from time to time. So there you go. Goat Bear says, hey, I've got a suggestion. How about if you really want to keep some loot to spend on something, how about you do 3 megacubes this time? And that way you can still spend some of your loot. Next time it pops up, do 7, on your third run. Because at least then now there's going to be a little bit of a pattern, right, Bubba Joe? If it shows up again in 60 days for a third time, maybe we're starting to see a pattern. Maybe you decide to enter the cycle next time. But go ahead and get a couple of them this time so that you can get that cycle started. That's actually a really, really good idea. I like that. Blue says it's a 60 to 600 day repeatable pattern of over $100 worth of active nanoprobes, and he's not wrong. If you run and win with a leader chest, 1 Borg megacube, it is literally the equivalent of $100 that Scopely sells active nanoprobes for currently at this time. Captain Mark, thank you for your $50 super chat. Have an umbrella drink or 2 or 17 on him. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. I should be very clear. I was not necessarily fundraising for a vacation. I appreciate the super chat. And guys, feel free to jump that in. Throw your super chats. I'll read your chats and I'll answer your questions. We are at 1 hour and 58 minutes, Bubba Joe. I was going to try to think maybe wrapping up at 2 hours, but we'll go a few extra minutes if we have game questions. All right, if you got game questions, then I will answer those for you. Gobbles says, here's my reasoning. Arc cycles 20 days of arc and 8 days between. This means every 3 months they're going to lose 7 to 8 days. Every 3 months they run this to do the extra 1 week of pushback. Maybe, Gobbles, but it's not been 3 months. It's been 2. It's been 60 days since the last run. So, maybe, golly, Bubba, it could be great if we see it 6 times a year. That'd be nice, but who knows? We really don't know. Nader says, question, does 5 of 10 and Jayla come in game missions or on officer recruiting? Well, sadly, 5 of 10 does not come in missions. She does come in the Ultra Recruit chest. Jayla, at this time, is only sourceable as a 16% chance in the leader's starter chest of a Swarmata. That is the only place that you can get Jayla shards right now. Andrew says, anyone have a clue when the next ISS Jelly event will be? Did they just run one? No, that was the Jelly skin, wasn't it? They haven't run a Jelly auction this month, have they?
It skipped over it.
Yeah, they skipped it this month, probably because of the heavy material spends. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. Stevens Aaron, golly, thank you again. Golly, he did twice. Are you trying to outbid Captain Mark? Well, thank you. Jeez. y'all don't keep going or anything. Golly, that would be just horrible. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Let's see. Adam, you know what? I'm sorry you guys are just staring here looking at this terrible pack. I could be doing something in the game. I'm just kind of looking at chat. Look, Zero Miner again. How, Karkin, why am I not dead? You guys are slipping up tonight. Are you busy? Are you doing Borg modders? Is that what's happening?
There's like 6 open nodes around you. So we're only
yeah, but that doesn't keep anybody from coming to kill me on a pretty regular basis. Like, you guys are usually all up in my business up here. All right. You guys
I'll talk to the people. I'll see why they're
not necessary. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Oh, never mind. I know what's going on. I know why miners are never okay.
Why? What are you guys doing? Oh, you must be raiding. You must be raiding something. Okay, that's cool. Keep raiding. It keeps my miners alive. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. One or two more questions. Go ahead, Bubba Joe.
Dekix asks if the Swarm 44 chest gives more Jayla than the 40. The answer is no.
Nope.
No, all of them give the same.
All of them are the same percentage, and the same drop rate. So, yeah, you might as well run the 41s if you know you can succeed. Now, there is a difference in the payout of the biotics that go with it, but no, the drop rate's the same. Thank you, Andrew, or Adam is reminding players that I did in fact lie to you on one occasion. You know what? I didn't lie to you. It was an honest mistake, but it wasn't Scopely's mistake either. He says, remember the free-to-play cloaking announcement, DJ. That's correct. That was my error. But you know what? I also corrected it pretty daggone quick. I didn't maintain it for 2 months. So there was that. McLovin back in the Discord chat. Maybe, DJ, let's take it down to a simpler level. For something this convoluted and requiring giving up using loot for something that could be months down the road, Scopely should lay out this mechanic in the news or on Discord. It's a communication problem. Ding, ding. McLovin, we agree on something this time. Did we not, Bubba? That was our biggest complaint back in August, is that it was a complete mystery. It's a complete mystery. We had no idea how this thing was going to break out. But, McLovin, you've got, again, maybe newer to the community, but you've got a solid community here, backed up by the likes of Bubba and Big Country and Ripper, who literally just knows everything about this game. Dekix is here all the time. We're an official content creator that works with the likes of Rev Deuce and No One Shell. We're a part of a community. And then, of course, we've got communication with the Scopely development team. So that helps a little bit as well. I wouldn't refer to this as cleaning up Scopely's mess. Although, I do agree that the mechanic was so hidden. And even this run, Bubba, we missed the hidden cycle of the repeating megacube. At the same time, I don't like an event that sets players up to fail. All right? I don't like an event that sets players up to fail, but I do love a good puzzle. I've said that a gazillion times. I do love a good puzzle. And this has been, just like Trade XP, this has actually been a pretty daggone fun event to dissect, Bubba Joe. We're constantly learning more about this event. And thanks to Caution, who had to dip out a little bit earlier, the Caution mechanic has been born. All right? And I'm proud of the players who have discovered it before I did. But Caution gets the credit from me today because he opened my eyes to it. And just so happens I've got an audience of about 5,000 or 6,000 people. So Caution wins the day. All right. There you go. Go ahead, Bubba.
Captain Oblivious has got another really good question in the Discord. I think it's worth mentioning. So,
please go ahead.
On the assumption that we're not getting new content tomorrow because there's no maintenance announcement, so not giving anything away, but that's a pretty safe assumption.
I think so.
On a previous show, you said something about Scopely locking in the Battle Pass levels before the Arc.
Correct.
How long before the Arc do they run this check? I'm debating on speeding up 40.
I would recommend 72 hours before Arcfall. All right? If Arcfall is not coming in the morning, which I think is a safe assumption, then I would not wait more than probably 3 to 4 more days, okay, before I would do that. And by the way, I'm not saying that they run the query at 72 hours. Last time, housekeeping was the victim. He upgraded about 12 hours before the event and was caught, okay? So maybe it's 24, maybe it's 36, maybe it's 48, but I would definitely say safer than, being more safe than sorry. I would run approximately 72 hours ahead of time. Sorry, I forgot your hint, David. All right, this was the hint that I gave on the podcast the other day. The podcast yesterday, I gave the hint. We were all excited about having a place to PvP, but sadly, some things never came to be. But I may suggest you get ready to fight. Something big is happening, and the payout ain't light. That was your hint, David. We were all excited about having a place to PvP. Sadly, some things never came to be, but I may suggest you get ready to fight. Something big is happening, and the payout ain't light. There is the hint that I've given, and I've got another one. Just about said too much, Bubba Joe. Okay, listen, obviously, we're not getting a maintenance in 4 hours, right? Can we all agree on that? So, that said, I've got more hints coming up throughout this week. I just kind of maybe confirmed that we're not getting the Ark in 4 hours, but I also kind of think that was probably knowledge, public knowledge by now, right? I mean, probably. More hints are to be dropped throughout the week.
What was that? I didn't hear a thing.
Coming up Wednesday, I will have another one for you, okay? Oh, my God, Dekic says, a violation of NDA. Oh, my God. I don't know. Actually, all I said was it's unlikely that we're going to get a maintenance in 4 hours since it hasn't been announced. And if we don't get a maintenance, if we do get a maintenance, then obviously we're all going to know that the Ark is starting. If we don't get a maintenance, then I will provide you more hints. How's that? Nader says, hey, I got one more game question for you. I've got the Legionary cloaking token, but I haven't used it yet. Will there be more of these events? Oh. Yes. There you go. I probably shouldn't have done that, but Nader, there will come an opportunity for you to spend that efficiently and wisely, and an opportunity for you to get paid for using that token. Is that, Bubba Joe, is that what we like to summarize with here, that we should spend efficiently? And I will tell you, there will come an opportunity for you to spend that efficiently, okay? There you go. All right, Captain Oblivious says with modified milestones, hopefully. Yes, possibly so. All right, folks. Mark, thank you. Steven Zarin, he outbidded you. Captain Mark, thank you for your super chat. And I want to thank, seriously, in all seriousness, Captain Mark and Steven Zarin for contributing in our super chat today. You guys are phenomenal. I mean, golly, you guys should not have done what you did. Thank you so very, very much. Anybody else wanting to contribute through super chat, please feel free to do so. Thank you so very, very much. We appreciate every drop of support that we get from the community, and it allows us to do things like we did tonight, which was literally, and I didn't do this on screen, but people in Fluffer time, people who were here before the live stream began, they know that we did, in fact, spend $100 to be able to demonstrate this mechanic for you tonight. So that is what we do with game funds. That's what we do with our patron money. That's what we do with our super chat. And players can know that their contributions to Talking Trek are going straight back into the game. Snake Eyes and I, Bubba Joe, I've shared this with you before. Snake Eyes and I actually legitimately keep an actual separate bank account for the business or the product of Talking Trek, and there is money in it when we need a studio upgrade, or if we want to do something like we did here and do a demonstration of something on camera. That's what we do with it. So thank you very, very, very much. Okay, appreciate that. Being told that Rev released a video today that has a hint in the intro, so if you're interested in that, you could go check that out. Jazzmeister says, last question, Battle Pass rewards, do they increase on even ops or odd ops? So the question for that is twofold. Once you hit Ops 40, it never changes again. Okay, but Steven Zarin, what is it? It's on the even Ops that it changes down below 39. Is that correct?
Yes. Oh, right. So what changes? Your rewards?
Hey, listen, I'm going to answer
half
this
listening.
question. I'm going to answer this question without having any idea what the question actually was.
Which rewards or what?
It's called being yes man.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
man.
rewards of the battle pass. When do they scale up? When do they
Yeah,
scale up?
it's even levels. Yeah.
The even levels. That's what I thought. All right, very
Yeah.
good. There you go. Very good. All right. Carissa says, my first time here watching Teaching Trek. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know, we do a long-form radio show also, Carissa, and it's a podcast. We record it live here in our Discord every Wednesday and Sunday, and it is available for download and streaming on your favorite podcast platforms. That would be iTunes, Google Play, Amazon Alexa, even on your smart speakers and your smart TVs and even your smart watch. Just say, hey, Alexa, play Talking Trek, Star Trek Fleet Command, and it'll bring up our podcast for you. How many Alexas just fired off? Ha, 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 ha.
Mine did.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Appreciate that very, very much. Jazzmeister, thank you very much. Fredericksburg, thank you. I appreciate you coming here. Thank you so very, very much. J6 says, do we have the chance to get 2 new officers in the Duality Part 2 arc? I am not going to tell you how many officers may or may not come. Obviously, I think it kind of goes without saying, Bubba, we're going to see at least one officer. That's probably been the same for the last 2.5 years. So to answer your question, will we have a chance? You will have a chance. I just am not prepared to tell you what that path is going to be yet. Go ahead, Bubba.
So let's offer a little bit more of an educated guess. When was the last time, other than Riker, that we had only one officer?
I don't know that it's ever happened other than Riker.
Right.
Who came with Picard?
Wesley.
That's right. Wesley came with Picard. So, yeah, Riker is the only month that I have ever seen only one officer come. And if you recall, I believe that was the month that we discussed, Bubba Joe, that there was actually a licensing issue that month. Riker wasn't supposed to be alone, but he ended up being alone. So there must have been something going on over there with the legal team that didn't get worked out. So Dekic says it's not always 2 epics, though. And, oh, yeah, of course. As a matter of fact, I'm not a huge fan of multiple epics inside an arc anyway. So, yeah, just because I'd like players to be able to obtain. I'd like players to be able to focus in. So that's what I'm thinking there. All right, guys, 12 minutes over my time. I'd like to go ahead and wrap up because I'd like the stream to be of a decent enough length for someone to be able to sit down and decide to watch it without feeling like they got to watch 7 hours. So I'm going to wrap up here. Thank you guys so very, very much for all the questions. Thank you for the super chats tonight. Please visit our website at TalkingTrekSTFC.com. TalkingTrekSTFC.com. We've got merch there, okay? We've got merch on our website, and the holidays are approaching, Bubba. All right? I mean, golly, guys, you have 54 days until Christmas. Does that not freak a little bit of you out? Like, woo, 54 days before Christmas. So be sure to get your Talking Trek merch for your favorite Star Trek Fleet Command commander. Also, consider joining our Patreon program. It's available at TalkingTrekSTFC.com. Thank you guys so very much to our panel tonight. Thank you, Stevens Aaron, for being on tap. Karkin, appreciate you being here with your expertise as always. And, of course, Bubba Joe, Captain Mark, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight on a very impromptu, unscheduled emergency Borg Council. What was it? Back in August, it was the Borg Activist Defensive Association, badass for short. We are here. We are here to protect you against particularly heinous Borg crimes. Guys, go back and listen to the podcast from August 28th. Even if it's just for like the first 30 seconds, you'll get a nice kick out of that, and you'll understand what I'm talking about right there, okay? Fun. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. My name is UltimatDJz. Really appreciate you enjoying and watching the last 20 minutes of nothing on your screen and just listening to the radio portion of this show. It was absolutely fun. And there's one more look at the kitty cat in his Halloween costume before he sheds it and goes back to drinking beer on our very next YouTube video. Also, don't forget, coming up soon here on the YouTube channel, we've got your chapter video for Duality Part 1 we're going to be publishing for you. That's coming up very, very soon. While you are here, please, Carissa, you're the first time here. before you go, I'm dying. Before you go, smash that subscribe button, okay? And click on the little bell so you know when we do new content. Give us a big thumbs up on this one. The video will be live for anybody to watch back and play back here in only minutes. Thank you to our live studio audience. My name is UltimatDJz, here from the Talking Trek podcast, here with a Teaching Trek YouTube video for you tonight. Your friendly neighborhood cat person saying meow for now. Love you, mean it. We will catch you on the next one. You guys have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye-bye.